Michelle in Illinois in Garden Zone 5. Welcome. So I'm so glad you're back today, and we went thrifting last weekend. I'll put that video down below if you missed it. And while we were thrifting, I found a new basket to use for this summer, spring. So we're gonna plant that up today, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. And then we also found this. And we weren't real sure what it was. It was in the thrift store in the kitchen area. It is metal, it is heavy, and so I'm gonna turn this into a planter, but I'm gonna change the color of it. So we're gonna start that. We're gonna spray paint this up first, and then we'll plant it up. So let's get going today. The first thing we're gonna do is spray paint. So I have my setup here, my 2 5-gallon buckets, my box to make it taller, and then I've set this on that. And then I picked up Rust-Oleum chalk paint it's called Tate Green. So it's a light green color. And I've never tried this chalk paint, so let's see how it does. And keep in mind, I can always change this if I decide that I don't care for the color, or if I want to change it up later on, because I think this would be pretty in a lot of different colors. I'm liking it. I think it's pretty so far. I wasn't sure if I would like the green or not. It really sprays really nice, guys. Like I said, I've never tried this paint before, and it is spraying out really nice. Okay, I think we'll let that coat dry, and then once it dries, I need to flip it upside down and do the underside since there is gaps in it. So let that dry, and we'll go back and we will work on our basket outside. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I got a different basket than what I normally get for outside. Normally I do a round one where I can take a round hanging basket that's already either pre-made, or I can make it up myself, take off the hangers, and then just put that pot down inside of a round wicker basket and use the wicker basket more for that decor piece. Well, this one has different little cubbies in it for like silverware and napkins. So we're gonna do it different. I got some professional grade landscape cloth, and we're gonna line the basket in that. So I have my potting mix. So what I thought would be nice, since these are taller and these other ones here are the shorter ones, I would take the taller ones and I'm gonna split them up. So we're pulling them in half. We're gonna put each half in the back of the basket here. I'm gonna fill in here at the top. I'll turn it sideways so that you can see better, hopefully. But so each of these, there's 3 little cups, and we're gonna put a little bit of soil in each of the cups. Okay, that worked out perfect. So I'm breaking those 2 up so I can tuck this one down here. And then we're gonna take the other one that I've taken the soil off of. We're gonna tuck it down here. So how is it looking so far? Oh, I do like that, but I think we need a little bit of height right in here. So we're gonna take one of our hyacinths, one of our taller hyacinths, and pull it apart. Okay, let's take one of these. Okay, so the other thing I stopped and got, I thought it needed something up the handle. I thought that would be pretty. I looked at like maybe a bird or a nest or a twig or something to just carry that over. And what made me think of that was this is coming undone a little bit on this side. Well, so I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this branch, and I've cut off a big section of it because it was really long. And I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna wrap it. And what I liked about this versus using a real one, these are real pliable because they are not real. Where if I tried to use like real twigs, they would just probably break. so we get some of that curly willow effect. We're just gonna twist it without it actually being real curly willow. So we would water that in and get to enjoy that for probably at least a good week. And then once the blooms start fading, I would take them out and I would plant them out in the garden for them to come back next year, so I'll get double duty out of them. So what do you think, guys? I think this is pretty. Okay, so we've let this dry now and I flipped it over, and as you can see, it's still dark on the back side, so we're gonna give it its coat on the back side. I am really liking this. This is a really nice shade, you guys, if you've ever tried it, this Tate green. It's kind of a grayish green, so it's just right for the garden. I think it's gonna look really pretty once we get it all planted up and fixed. And it'll look nice with spring flowers in it, it'll be pretty with summer flowers in it. And like I said, then we can always change the color later on if we want to change it up and do something different with it. So let's let that dry. Okay guys, look at this. It turned out absolutely beautiful. I like that color. So this is what I did. I went to the Dollar Tree and got little round cocoa liners for $1. And I put a cut in this bottom one to go in the bottom, so it'll go through with the pole there. And then I took the top one and I cut it down. So this is the extra piece of it. So it fits in there nicely. So then with my extra piece, I cut a piece off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck it down where this crack is, just so the dirt doesn't fall through. So let's add a little bit of dirt and get going on this. So I think we're gonna put the daffodils and the crocus at the bottom. Tuck that one in there. And on the back side here, we're gonna that'll last for a few weeks or a week at least, and then we can plant it up with some summer flowers once they're in season.